Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Dip Dipianco. In tonight's Game Plan, we'll break down the players that have big shoes to fill in the upcoming PVL All-Filipino Conference.
And we'll talk about LeBron James as the king inches closer to the all-time scoring record in the NBA. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Volleyball fans don't have to wait much longer as the PVL is returning tomorrow with its All-Filipino Conference. A fresh start usually brings an added responsibility, especially with all the moves that happened in the off-season. Now with us to talk about players who are expected to make a huge jump is PVL analyst, our partner, Melai Tunay. Hello, Mela. Welcome back.
Hi, Boom.
Hi, Mela.
Hi, Dip. Hi, Boom. Good evening.
Okay, well, my intro said it all, Mela. Some players with some heavy expectations, maybe with different expectations in the new year, some with the new team. So let's start with the team that we cannot overlook always at the start of the year, even if they did not win the last championship. The Creamline Cool Smashers, who won 2 championships in the year. What is the big adjustment? Who will have the big responsibility?
Well, you know, before the conference, ang dami ng ingay about the movements and everything. Pero with regards to Creamline, they were very quiet until they released their photo. No, na they're very intact, they're very complete. But unfortunately, they also released that si Eliza won't be able to start the season with them because of her the injury she sustained during their last game. So one of the players na really expected to step up is Gemma Galanza, and I was actually interviewing her last night. Although sabi niya naman there's no pressure masyado kasi like we know their system as a team na everyone's really trying to fill in for anyone na hindi makakalaro, diba? And they still have a lineup full of MVP, so they still have Tots Carlos there. Of course, Gumabaw, always quality minutes for Creamline. But as for Gemma, yung leadership na mawawala because Eliza won't be in the court, she's trying to kumbaga, share also while she's with them in training. So she's really trying to inspire everyone pa rin naman.
All right, before we move on to somebody else, crucial yung sinabi mo na isa, she won't start before the end of the conference. Yeah. Okay, yan.
Right, okay. Lipat tayo sa next player on the list, Mela. Of course, this one, bago yung kanyang team. A lot of guesses, people were thinking, which pink side will she go to, diba? Creamline ba or Akari? And finally, when the news came out, okay, Charger pala siya. Dindin Santiago Manabat. How do you see her fitting well with this team, especially coming off the reinforced conference, wala nang Priscilla Rivera? Ano yung magiging role ni Dindin Santiago Manabat?
Alam mo, si Dindin, na-prank din ako nito Kasi when the news broke na parang magte-take a break muna siya, sabi ko, ano to, magbe-baby ka na ba ulit? So akala ko mag-rest siya from volleyball, but sabi niya, na break daw muna until we all found out through the news na she's joining the Akari Chargers. Pero you mentioned Priscilla Rivera, she's really the main gun during the reinforced conference, yung pilot season nitong pilot conference nitong Akari Chargers. So we've seen the potential, pero I think majority of what they've accomplished last conference was mainly from Priscilla Rivera. So I think with her departure, someone like a caliber ni Dindin Santiago Manabat, yung perfect replacement for her. Kasi we know na when they won that championship in 2021, she even scored 36 points, diba? So in terms of scoring, in terms of leadership, I don't think si Dindin still has anything to prove. I guess it's just a matter of adjusting to her new team because they're only given a very short time, diba? From ending her contract with Cherry Tigo in December, January, adjustment period, and then February, first week of February, PVL na agad. So hopefully, maging maganda yung transition.
Well, the good thing that's working for Akari, Mela, is the fact that they had a real off-season to work, as compared to the last time. So they're na parang 2 months na binuo and gave a good account of themselves. So that's an exciting move that they made in the off-season, and we'll see them tomorrow in the opening doubleheader. Speaking of exciting moves, bumagyo dun sa kabila sa F2, Myla Pablo, that big move. What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, for me, I'm really excited for Myla. I mean, si Melai isa rin yan sa mga veterano talaga in the Philippine volleyball scene. At one point, siya rin talaga yung kasabayan ni Eliza, di ba, nung semi-pro pa. Sila nga yung mga bagyo kung tawagin. Right. But even with her winning the championship with Petrogas, even with her being in the finals ng Open Conference last year, parang na-miss natin yung consistent na bagyong Myla, diba? So, I guess, for me personally, iba si Myla Pablo kapag siya yung nagdadala ng team. Kasi with Pocari, diba, she's really the go-to person. Yeah. Iba rin yung performance niya kapag kami mga kahati siya sa spotlight. So, this time, I think ngayon ko lang makikita si Myla to be filled with so many veterans, na buong lineup veteran. So, I'm very excited for Myla kasi hindi na siya yung ate, hindi na siya lang yung ate dito. Kumbaga, very balanced na yung lineup ng F2 with Myla joining the squad.
At saka sana healthy, no? Yung likod niya, yung chronic back problems niya all these years, Mela, sana hindi maging issue for this conference or this year.
Right. Lipat tayo sa team na inalisan ni Myla Pablo, of course, the Petrogas Angels. You know, seldom, Mela, na when a team becomes a champion, seldom na maghihiwalay sila, diba? But then, a couple of changes for them, the head coach, and then Myla Pablo leaving. How do you see the rest of the core sticking together? How will they fit into this new system of Coach O?
Well, I think with any lineup who still have, ito no bias talaga to but boom, tell me if I'm wrong but any lineup with an Aiza Maiso Puntillas there, I think lagi pa rin niyang may magic may possibility na kahit na maraming nawala sa kanila at maraming nadagdag sa ibang teams, you can't really take your eyes off Petrogas kasi syempre yung mga veterans sila, nandyan pa rin si Ate Chisa who really knows how to make yung mga spikers niya to give their best performances. Si Jonah Sabete, personally, I've seen her in her best volleyball here sa Petrogas. So, I think the question for their team now is nawala yung MVP na reinforcement nila, nawala rin yung kanilang best open spiker. So, may magbabalik ba? Are we gonna see the MVP form of Gretzel Sultones whom we haven't seen majority nung 2022? So, lagi naman natin yung nakikita sa sports kapag may umaalis, it's either may nagbabalik or may nagpapakilala. So, yan yung abangan natin sa Petrogas.
You know, yung sinabi mo na about kay Aiza Maiso, ako pa tinanong mo idol natin yan. One quick question on Petrogas though. The thought of Coach O handling veteran players, I don't think I've seen this. Mela, this is an interesting wrinkle na gusto kong abangan in this conference. Sanay tayo yung sa Ateneo, sanay tayo sa Chocomucho na bata-bata ng konti or mas bata pa nga in college. What do you think is this dynamic now that Coach O has a whole team of veterans this time?
Well, actually, just like you, I'm very curious because I think the most veteran player in women's volleyball that he coached is si Denden Lazaro Revilla. Pero looking at that, at least with that pattern, I think naibalik niya yung prime Denden. Parang higit pa nga. Diba, nung naglaro siya sa Chocomucho. I mean, Denden has played with multiple teams in the past after she graduated from Ateneo. But when she started playing for Coach Oliver, iba yung naging performance niya. So I don't know the magic behind that. Pero I'm very excited that Coach O is now handling more veteran players. Kasi baka sabi nga sa amin ng mga coaches, ang gamot daw sa kalimot ay paalala. So si Coach O, alam natin, mahilig yan sa basics. So maybe yung mga veterans sa team mas mag-perform din ng mabuti when they get to go back to those basic but very efficient skills na they can use in the games.
Well, thank you very much, Mela. We can't wait for the season to start. And thank you very much, as always, for coming on to the game.
Thank you, Boom. Thank you, Dip.
And isang tulog na lang, balik volleyball na tayo. The PVL All-Filipino Conference is coming your way starting tomorrow, February 4. Catch the games live on One Sports Plus, Signal Play, and the Smart Livestream app.